What is going on, guys? Today we're looking at the team of the season for Serie. This is the final team of the season until we get the ultimate. We also have the NWSL in here as well, but that is going to be for later on. We're going to do a whole ranking of all of the team of the seasons, as I believe we've only got one more mix left. I believe Neymar's coming and hopefully the rest of them, but that should be the final week. I don't know what they're going to do during ultimate for the secondary, but I can imagine it'll just be a lot of previous cards announced. So this is the last Major League, and to be honest, they brought the fire again. We've obviously got some absolute hard hitters here, from obviously the Bastonis, the Leao, the Martinez, Giroud, Dybala, coming in at massive ratings. Now, straight off the bat, love Giroud. I think with the fact that we just got Solanke as an SBC, we've then obviously had Drogba from the Galazzo, and I believe there was Xerxes as well. I thought these guys were incredible. Now, as a striker, the lengthy aspect as we get to the further part of the game, if you played last year and you remember Shapeshifter Czech, he ruined the game. Genuinely how good that card was, because...
Are you looking for coins to improve your team? Then you need to head over to lootbar.gg, the most reliable and the best coin service you can find. Also, they have incredible 24-hour manual customer service that you physically cannot find anywhere else. But before finishing on lootbar.gg, make sure you are using JT11 to get 8% off coupon. Once you've gone through the payment, you'll be able to get your coins within the next 24 hours, absolutely guaranteed. Also, with the code, you'll be able to get 5% more coins on every transaction. Make sure you do click the link either in the description or down in the comment section below.
When you have an acceleration type, if you've got explosive, controlled, or lengthy, they sound as they are. Explosive is quick off the gate, slow down, you get caught up. Controlled is a balance between both, and this is an ideal world. And then lengthy is maybe he starts off slow but then continues to get faster. It's what centre backs normally have, and it's why centre backs can catch up with your strikers. So when you have a striker that's lengthy, it evens the playing field out if you can get ahead. It means that you necessarily can't just absolutely blitz past somebody, but if you do manage to get that kind of wide angle on them, you get the pace going, there's a good chance you go forward. And with Xerxes being the objective, alongside being lengthy and like a 96, 97 rated striker with a, a Hunter I think it was, he's also got Rapid Plus. So not only does he get quicker over time, he also has the starting momentum from the Rapid Plus. Giroud, exactly the same about the Rapid. He's absolutely phenomenal. We also tried out, where has he gone? Good old Leao. What a card. 98 rated as a striker. He is just magnificent. Now, prices are varying at the moment. Leao is now not extinct at 4.8. He's coming in just under 4 million. We've lost about 1 million coin between Martinez and Dybala again. Giroud is now just over 1 million. He was about 1.6 to 1.7 when we looked at him yesterday. And Bastoni's come down 1 mil as well. The one that's kept the price pretty well has got to be Theo Hernandez, which I don't think is any surprise for anybody. His team of the year was outstanding. Him and Frimpong together were just beautiful pairing. And this year it is no different. Bastoni himself, though, we loved his showdown. It's a shame that we had to kind of give up the showdown really now, because this 96 just is just beautiful, isn't he? He's got the jockey, the anticipate, the slide tackle. He has absolutely everything you need. 98 defending on the base as well. One of the best centre-backs we've got in the game, just by an absolute landslide. We have Lookman. I thought he was a decent card, to be fair. We got 2 SBCs yesterday. One, Lookman was for a road to the final, so it's not as if... I don't think it was kind of pre-planned. I can imagine if whoever got the kind of the golden spotlight on them would have got an SBC, but the fact that Atalanta didn't have anybody kind of for the road to the final, I like that they quick thought about it. They gave an SBC. I think fair enough. He's got the 5.5. He's practically got the full upgrade he would have got if he was already a road to the final. And obviously it was him, because hat-trick hero, baby. We also got Edison, who was in the showdown, so we got him as a 94 as well. But the SBC that was pre-planned was a cheeky Renato Sanchez. So a 94 rated. To be honest, I completely forgot he played in the Serie A. I'm not going to lie. He was kind of... He was... What was he? It wasn't necessarily even he was ticked to be the next star, like in terms of like... in real life he was very good and people kind of put that price tag on him, but in FIFA he was that next guy. Like the stats are phenomenal for him, but he kind of just went a little bit quiet. We've had a winter wild card, but nothing else really. He's a decent card. I don't know if I'd quite go into an S plus with him. I think he's definitely deserving of an S, and same with Lookman. I think for the cheap price that you're paying for him, he really isn't terrible, but he's not on these levels right here. We can quite easily go with Dybala and Martinez there as well. If you've played with either of them, if I can even find Martinez, they are, again, some outstanding players. And the price tag does show for them. The only thing with Dybala, I would have loved anything other than the flair. Technical finesse, beautiful. I don't even know what I would have wanted, to be honest, because he's got pretty much everything I need. Maybe even if it was a relentless, dare I say it, or a press proven, or even just another power shot, to be honest. Anything that just gives him something different. I like the flair and I think it works, but it's not going to change my game style for it. Whereas Martinez has got exactly the same. Dybala's the 5-5, but Martinez is literally the out-and-out goal scorer here. He is just perfect with it, with that physicality boost. He is absolutely monstrous. Whereas Dybala could be that striking role, but also could play one step back and go into that cam centre-forward role, which is where they're kind of issuing him to go. Now, a big name that was kind of been missed out this year, Kvaratskhelia. He's had a Team of the Year honourable, he's had a radioactive, a couple of informs, and now into this beautiful Team of the Season moments. We've got the whipped pass, we've got the obvious rapid, and also a pinged pass. He was already a 5-5, so that's already golden. We absolutely love it. Great pace on him. Dribbling's obviously gone to a decent level. The balance could do with some work, but to be fair, we can make that work. You go with something like a finisher, you're absolutely fine. You're looking at, what, a 96 overall left or right wing. I think, again, he's going to hold a very good standard in that left wing side. Now, Osimhen, he was kind of the ones that I was worried about, because when it comes to Osimhen, he's so marmalade when it comes to being a striker. Like, I did like his gold, and then once we got the first patch, it just fell off for me. He's had a few decent cards as well. He's got a couple of informs. He's got himself his 92 road to the final or road to the knockout, either or, and it's a good card, but I was unsure with where he can go. Now we've obviously got the 4-5 upgrade. He's kind of had a decent upgrade across the board. He's relatively cheaper as well. We're only into the second day and he's already below 700. So that's going to be a massive price kind of blowout once we get to Monday. I could see him kind of going under sub 500 maybe. I think that could be a way. And he is controlled lengthy, which, as we've seen in the game, is going to be a big factor. Chemistry star-wise, people are obviously going for the engine to get a bit more agility balance on him, and a 97 rated striker overall. I think they've done him pretty well with this 95. He was kind of one of the ones I was looking at and thinking, well, he's already 92. What rating do they go to? Do they give him just a simple upgrade, or do they not bother? You have got the rapid and technical together as well, and then also a chip shot, so you are missing out on like a power or finesse shot going in. It just is one of them things. The goalkeeper for the team as well is going to be our man Summer. He's as pretty standard as you like when it comes to goalkeepers. The only thing for me is he's 6 foot. I just, in terms of what I like as a goalkeeper, they've got to be like at the minimum 6'4". Like genuinely they do. That's just my superstition with goalkeepers. Like, you can make him 99 if you really want. He's got to be 6 foot for me. So stat-wise, we're going up there, but he's not going to get into that Van der Sar category, in my opinion. Like, 6'3" at the minimum, I think. Anything below that, it's just my thing thinking that goal wouldn't have gone in if he's 6'6". There's no proven evidence, don't get me wrong. It is totally absolute wash, but it is what makes a goalkeeper in my eyes. Then we have pretty much the rest are kind of just standard cards, to be fair. We've obviously got the very cheap Berardi at a 93. We always get a decent level of a Berardi, and he's kind of normally at a very small price. I think last year was he like 95 or 96, and I think it was about 60,000 coins by the end of it. So that's normally the standard. Barella's obviously in here, very decent card in himself. Kind of always been that one step behind. I think this card definitely pushes him at least up to a limit, but I don't know if it takes him way over. Relentless, he's got technical, he's got incisive, and he's a 4-5. I think that's as close as you're going to get until we get into the footies. We've got Di Lorenzo as a decent right back. Block, relentless, and anticipate with a 4-3. It's decent enough. Smalling, they did him a little bit, didn't they? Same with the kind of left back, centre back that you've got. Anticipate, jockey, block. There's some decent cards, but they are predominantly going to be just your fodder builders, really. Let's be real. Vlahovic, Aerial, Travella, Finesse, the 5-4. Good card. I think definitely in that kind of A+ sort of category. So I'd probably go, if I was looking at Di Lorenzo, as a right back, I'd probably now go into... I think as a right back, you possibly still go the S. He's very cheap for the right back, but that's not always the worst thing. I think Smalling just isn't that cat today. It just really isn't. Same as the other centre-back, wherever I can find him. The one that can play left-back. We used him actually in the Serie Lounge Cup, and to be fair, he was very, very standard. There was nothing too crazy about him. He kind of just was there. Vlahovic, on the other hand, for 47,000, can obviously be the controlled lengthy or mostly lengthy. Isn't quite the kind of striker that we're seeing from Xerxes or Giroud, in my opinion, but he puts himself up there. We then also have got some of the others. So Benessa, he managed to get himself a lovely radioactive, and kind of that's all we've seen from him. Now, Aerial, Bruiser, Jockey, it's probably just one up from a standard. Same as Pellegrini, we're looking at him at 80,000. They're very, very standard cards. DeMarco looks actually quite interesting. Rapid, whipped, and also incisive. It's got incredible pace, so you're going to be focusing mainly on that defending, which is going to be perfect. I would kind of go something along the lines of this. I think there would be where I'd go with everybody so far. I was really surprised as well. One that just came to me was Pulisic. We managed to pack him, but 700,000 coins. I really didn't expect it from him. But when you look at the card, Trickster, okay, we kind of move with it. Rapid and whipped, very nice. 5'5", 99 pace, 98 dribbling. I mean, it's definitely not a card to laugh at. I think it definitely puts himself in the map somewhere. People are saying marksman for him. Obviously, you get him up to, what, a 96 winger. I mean, it's definitely not the worst. You could argue that's an upgrade as worthy as Kvaratskhelia, to be honest. I didn't even know he was that level this year. I've not really heard too much about it. It's not like I'm watching day in, day out of Serie A, but normally if someone's having an impeccable career or impeccable season, you kind of hear about it. You see goals, you see moments, and to be honest, I've just not seen any of it. So very, very well done to him. Kalanoglu, we got 380 at 94, 5'4". Decent card. I think, again, another one that is like Barella. He's kind of there, but he isn't at the same time. It's like they just push him up to be into that S, but it isn't enough to take him over. Ferguson, I think, is pretty standard in terms of a card. He's in the main team, but unfortunately just doesn't really give him enough, in my opinion. We then also have Bremer, who looked like he could have been a really nice card with the right playstyle pluses. Power header, bruiser, jockey, or block, in fact, is just not the one for me. We've given him a go, and he's a great pacey defender, but in terms of what we've seen out of centre-backs, he isn't going to come up there, in my opinion. And then finally, we have got Rabiot. Again, very similar. I remember last year where his shapeshifter, was it? Or he got, I can't remember which card he got, but it was a stunning card for release. He got his 94. That one was expensive. Was it number 4? Oh, it might have been. Wow, was it Summer Heat? God damn, that feels like a long time ago. Well, to be fair, he has been in the game since FIFA 13, but it was the Summer Heat one that you're like, okay, that's a nice card. But then it was obviously this team of the season. I think he started out at about $1.5 million. But again, another decent card, but he's not going to quite take him into that top category. Same as Berardi would go at a very, very low S. So that is going to be my Serie A. Let me know down below how you get on with it. Make sure you do like and subscribe on this. And I'll see you all for 6 PM content. And we'll get going with it. Peace.